Burj Khalifa, Dubai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. Do you know what is the tallest building in the world? Well, my purpose today is to explain about Burj Khalifa Tower. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I am Luthfiana. I am the student of Civil Engineering Program Sultan Agung Islamic University. To start with, I will tell you how tall this building is and some fun fact about Burj Khalifa. Then, I will explain the vision of the skyscraper and the architecture. Finally, I will show you the picture of the interior of this skyscraper. I'd be glad to answer any of your questions after my presentations. To start with, I will tell you how tall this building is and some fun fact about Burj Khalifa. Then, I will explain the vision of the skyscraper and the architecture. Finally, I will show you the picture of the interior of the skyscraper. I'd be glad to answer any of your questions after my presentations. Let me turn now to the visions. Burj Khalifa will be the tallest man-made structure in the world. It will be a home, office, hotel, residential, apartment, it's with two tourist attractions and achievement for engineering. This building can also represent the largest global power or economy at the times of the constructions. That's all I have to say about the visions of Burj Khalifa. Let me turn now to structural system of Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa employs a V-shaped floor plan. This plan provides higher performance and provides a full view of the Persian Gulf. The shapes and the upward setbacks help the structure to reduce the rain forces that is acting on the structure. The shape was finally fixed based on the series of wind tunnels. The structural system employed for Burj Khalifa can be called as the buttressed core system. The whole system is constructed by using high-performance concrete wall. Each frame buttresses the other third and a hexagonal central core as shown in Figure 2. The central core has a higher resistance towards the torsional resistance. The structure is more designed for wind force and related effect. There are corridor walls that extend from the central core to the ends of the wing. At the end, these walls are thickened by means of hammer walls. This wall resists the wind shears and moments by acting like the web and the flanges of the beams. There are perimeter columns which are connected to the mechanical floors. The connections between the perimeter columns and the mechanical floors are provided by means of outrigger walls. This helps to resist higher wind loads laterally. The outrigger depth is 3-story heights. There is periodic encounter of outrigger system throughout the height of the tower. Where we look at the structural system of Burj Khalifa. Next, I'll show you the sketch design of Burj Khalifa. The central core emerges at the top and culminates in a sculpted spire. A V-shaped floor plan maximizes views of the Arabian Gulf, viewed from the base of the air. Burj Khalifa is evocative on the onion domes prevalent in Islamic architecture. Well, I have told you about the sketch designs of Burj Khalifa. Now, we'll move on to why the construction strong and stable is. Reinforced concrete core. The Burj Khalifa has a central reinforced concrete core that acts as the building's backbone. This core provides crucial vertical support and houses the building's elevator, stairwells, and other utilities. V-shaped design. The tower V-shaped design is not only an architecture marvel, but also enhanced its structural stability. The V-shape helps distribute the building's mass and weight loads more effectively. High-strength material. Hextile, concrete, and steel were used in the construction of the Burj Khalifa to ensure the structural integrity required for such a towering structure. Well, I have told you about the construction is strong and stable. Let me turn now to the foundations is electrified. The secret to the Burj Khalifa's foundations is the piles beneath the foundations. Its depth is the same as the 10th floors of the Burj Khalifa, which functions to withstand frictional force. The piles under foundations are electrified 24 hours a day. Otherwise, salt water from the sea that seeps in will damage the pile reinforcement. This technique adapts the physical theory of electrolysis, the principle of cathode and anode in batteries to prevent corrosion. Well, I have told you about the foundation is electrified. Let me turn now to the superstructure of Burj Khalifa. The superstructure of Burj Khalifa is supported over a large reference concrete roof. This roof is seen turned to support by both reinforced concrete piles. The roof has a thickness of 3.7 meters and was constructed in four separate floors. The grade of concrete roof is C50, which was self-consolidating concrete. The concrete volume used in the roof is 12,500 meters cubed. The number of piles used were 194. The piles were 1.5 meters in diameter and have a length of 43 meters. Each pile has a capacity of 3,000 tons. The concrete grade used piles were C60 SCC concrete, which were placed by thermal method. This utilizes polymer slurry to carry out the process. To reduce the detrimental effect of chemicals, cathodic protections were provided under the roof. Well, I have told you about the superstructure. The asymmetrical design structure. Why designer of the extraordinary structure choose an asymmetrical design? When passed over a structure, it can cause a very beautiful and dangerous fluid mechanics by phenomenon called vortex shading. So, the walls of the building are made in the hidden spiral to release vortex shading. This innovation succeeded in making the height of the Burj Khalifa reach 830 meters, even though initially it was only 7,518 meters. Well, move to the mechanical column of this building. If you see some black lines on the original design of the Burj Khalifa, line is a mechanical floor. These columns have good stability when connected between floors. The floors are sturdy because they are connected to the hexagonal core casing. On the roof, two mechanical columns contain electric and air cooling system, water tanks, and other engineering systems. We've talked about the mechanical column of Burj Khalifa. Next, this three architects who designed the Burj Khalifa. Those are Marshall Strabella, Georgia de Estacio, and Adrian Smith. Burj Khalifa was built with modern, contemporary, and Islamic architecture. Also, expressionism and neo-futurism structural. Next, these three architects who designed the Burj Khalifa. Those are Marshall Strabella, Georgia de Estacio, and Adrian Smith. Burj Khalifa was built with modern, contemporary, and Islamic architecture. Also, expressionism and neo-futurism structural. Let me turn now to the interior. The design of Burj Khalifa was done by the Chicago office of Skidmore and inspired by local culture while staying mindful of the building's status as a global icon and residence. Next, we wanna show you some pictures of the interior. Next, like those two, there are some pictures of the interior of the Burj Khalifa. That's all I have to show about the interior of Burj Khalifa. The last, our Burj Khalifa has some fun fact? Of course it has. First, there are very few deaths, such as an incident in 10 May 2011. An Asian migrant worker jumped from the 147,000 floor onto the 108,000 floor deck before that in March 2006. About 2,500 workers protested and triggered a riot. Second, the weight same as 100,000 elephants. Then the exterior. Why doesn't the Burj Khalifa have a safety tank? Because it is not connected to the city's wastewater system. Manager employ creative but disgusting ways to dispose of fecal waste. Every day, a collection of waste trucks move to the Burj Khalifa and left the dirt. Burj Khalifa ranks third in the world for the fastest elevator in the world. The maximum lift speed 3 is 36 km/h or 600 meters minutes or 10 meters per second. So, to get to the observation deck on the 124,000 floor, it only takes a minute. And this is the reference we took in making these presentations. In conclusion, Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, with super idea of the architecture and constructions. May I thank you all for being such an attentive audience. Are there any questions?